You know that thing we all do, where we build these entire worlds, play out arguments, or rehearse big moments all inside our own heads? What if that's not just some quirky habit, but a huge clue to how your mind is actually built? Let's take a closer look. I mean, be honest. Have ever found yourself in the shower winning an entire argument that hasn't even happened yet? Or maybe you've planned out a really important conversation, like word for word. If that sounds familiar, you are definitely not alone. This is something pretty much everyone does. So the big question is, what's really happening there? Is it just your mind wandering off, random daydreaming, or could it actually be a sign of a much deeper, more complex way of thinking? Well, psychology suggests it is absolutely the latter. In fact, this whole tendency to create these, fake scenarios is linked to 5 really specific psychological traits. So we're going to break them down and deconstruct the psychology behind these rich inner worlds.
Okay, first up, number 1. This is all about what's called strong predictive thinking. And what that really means is your brain isn't just playing make-believe. It's running simulations, kind of like a supercomputer. It's trying to anticipate what might happen, how people might react, what the best move is. It's an incredibly powerful tool for navigating a pretty unpredictable world.
Exactly. You can think of it like a dress rehearsal for life itself. You're practicing for things before they even happen, and that gives you a massive cognitive advantage.
So let's move on to the second sign, which really builds on this.
Now here's where it gets really wild. For people who do this a lot, these mental rehearsals aren't just cold, hard facts. When you imagine something incredible happening, you feel a real spark of joy. And when you imagine that tough conversation, you can feel that genuine anxiety or frustration. Right. So the key thing here is that deep connection. The imagined world is so vivid, it actually triggers a real emotional response. That tells us you've got a very powerful link between your cognitive and your emotional centers. And this brings us right to our third trait. So you might be asking, why does our brain even bother with all this? Well, a huge reason is a very basic human need for control. The world can feel chaotic, right? Full of unknowns. By running through scenarios in your mind, you're creating a sense of preparedness. It's a coping mechanism. And that is the psychological payoff right there. The situation isn't a total mystery anymore. You've kind of mapped out the terrain in your mind, which can seriously reduce the anxiety that comes with uncertainty. It's a really clever strategy.
All right, treat number 4. This one taps into our more imaginative side.
This one might seem a little obvious, but it is so important. The ability to build these incredibly detailed inner worlds is a direct sign of a highly creative and abstract mind. You're not just reacting to your environment, you're actively building brand new ones. And that is the very essence of innovation, of artistry. It's the engine of what if. This way of thinking lets you see possibilities and connections that other people might just miss, all because you're constantly exploring alternatives to the real world. And finally, that brings us to the 5th and final trait. Okay, now this is where the habit can sometimes feel like a bit of a double-edged sword. This constant generation of scenarios, it's a feature of a brain that is just always on. It's constantly analyzing, constantly interpreting, constantly creating possibilities, which, is often just called overthinking. And that is the perfect way to put it. It's a mind that doesn't really have an off switch. Now, while this can lead to some incredible creativity and insight, it can also get stuck in a repetitive loop. It's just the sign of a very, very active cognitive engine. So let's do a really quick recap. We've got predictive thinking, which is your mental rehearsal, high emotional processing, which is all about feeling the future, that desire for control, which acts as a coping mechanism, creative thinking, which you use for exploring possibilities, and last, overthinking, which is really just constant analysis. Okay, so we've gone through the 5 individual traits, but what happens when we put them all together? Let's talk about the bigger picture and what this really means for you. Here's the most important takeaway from all of this. That habit you might have just dismissed as zoning out or overthinking is actually a sign of a highly complex mind at work. It's this sophisticated blend of planning for the future, feeling deep emotions, soothing yourself psychologically, and exploring creatively. So, this really leaves us with one final thought. There is absolutely nothing wrong with being grounded in reality. But the ability to build and explore these other worlds in your mind, that isn't a flaw, it's a feature. It's the sign of a brain that's trying to understand not just what is, but everything that could be.